morning, everyone. We are at Capitol Reef National Park in Utah. We just parked at the Cassidy Arch Trailhead and we're the first car in the parking lot, so I'm very excited about that. We're headed out onto the Cassidy Arch Trail. It's 3.1 miles with 666 feet of elevation gain. We're gonna change that to 665 in our heads just so it sounds better, but here we go. It's about 6:45 in the morning. It's only about 29 degrees right now, but it's supposed to go up to 60 by the afternoon, so that should be really nice. What's really cool about this trail is that when you get to Cassidy Arch, you can actually climb on top of it. So I'm really excited about that. So we'll take you guys along for the journey. As you may know, there are 5 national parks in Utah. Capitol Reef is one of the lesser visited national parks, but I gotta say, if you skip this one, you're missing out. This place is amazing. We were here back in 2016. We barely did anything here, so I'm really happy we're here for 2 days and we can properly explore the park. We are 0.8 of a mile in, so we're more than halfway there. It's definitely warming up quickly. Gary took his jacket off. I had a base layer on under the fleece, which I already took off, but we're definitely feeling the elevation. We're both sucking wind a little bit. We still have a little ways to go, but we got our first view of Cassidy Arch. It is pretty awesome. As you get closer to the arch, the trail is a little bit hard to follow, but just look for the rock cairns and that'll keep you going in the right direction. We made it to Cassidy Arch. How amazing is this? And we're the only ones here. So if you do this trail, start early, you'll have the arch all to yourself. Check out Cassidy Arch.
There she is. How amazing is that?
It's hard to see, but Gary is walking out onto the arch now. Amazing sunrise behind him. How cool is this?
And there she is. There she is.
This is Cassidy Arch.
So as you can see, it's pretty wide on top of the arch, so don't yell at me for doing a handstand picture up here. I was safe, I promise. But this is so cool. Just standing on the edge, looking down is pretty amazing. Right here, so if you bring climbing gear, you could rappel down into the canyon, so that's pretty awesome. Like we always say, the early bird gets the worm. We have been here for about an hour. We took pictures of each other on the arch and I took a 25-minute time lapse and we've had this place all to ourselves. absolutely amazing. So start early. It's April 21st. We started at 6:45 and no one to be seen. Bye-bye, Arch.
The world is her playground. And Capital Reef is her cubby.
This is my new home.
Bye, Michelle.
We just made it back to the car. We checked out the sign at the trailhead. It's actually 3.4 miles round trip with 670 feet of elevation gain. So trail number 1 is complete. Off to the Hickman Bridge Trail. Time for trail number 2. We're starting the Hickman Bridge Trail. It's 1.8 miles round trip with 400 feet of elevation gain. Just a heads up, the parking area is pretty small. This is our second trail of the day. I think it's about 9:30 and it's pretty full. You can only fit about 20 cars in the lot, so definitely do this one early. What's pretty cool is when you're about halfway to the bridge, you get this arch on the right of the trail. You can't miss it. It's pretty cool. If you're like me and you get lost very easily, you'll appreciate this trail because you just have to follow the numbers. It's pretty hard to get lost. We got our first view of Hickman Bridge from a distance. You can see the people underneath it. This thing is huge. Made it to Hickman Bridge.
This is awesome.
This is so cool. And we're the only ones here. I don't know how we pulled this off, but we got Cassidy Arch and Hickman Bridge all to ourselves. We are very lucky today. So, inside Capitol Reef National Park, there's a place called Gifford House where you can get pie after Pie Day. So it's April, we're in the clear. So Gary found this out and is very excited to get his pie. He's walking a lot faster than he was before. Trail number 2 is complete. Time to get some pie. Gary got the mixed berry pie and I got the cherry pie. Let's dig in. For those of you following my cancer journey, you know that I have stage 4 ovarian cancer. I had 6 rounds of chemo, but now I'm taking the natural and organic route to healing myself. So I'm on a very strict diet right now, so that was definitely a cheat for me. I pretty much only cheat maybe like once a month, if even. So I would like to say that was like a healthy-ish cheat because it was cherry pie. So we'll go with that. I don't know of any other national parks that sell homemade pies inside. So we've been to 40 national parks. That's a first for us. So definitely worth a cheat. They were absolutely mind-blowing. We're headed out onto Capitol Gorge Drive now. It's all off-roading on a dirt trail. We rented a Jeep, so Gary is in his glory, so this should be a fun time. down the Capitol Gorge Drive to the trailhead, and now we're gonna hike to the tanks. So this trail is ranked as easy. It only has 80 feet of elevation gain. It's a mile out and a mile back.
When you hike with Michelle, you better have one of these. Nailed it.
Nailed it! We made it to the tanks. There is one, and here is the other.
We did not bring enough water to fill the tank.
There's a view of the tanks from above. Definitely no water today. Time to head back. I would just like to say that we are crushing it today because it is not even 2 o'clock. We did 3 trails, the Scenic Drive, the Capitol Gorge Drive, and 8 Pi. So I would say today was a successful day so far, and we're not done yet. We are checking out the Petroglyph Trail. It's only 3/10 of a mile. Most of the petroglyphs are pretty far away and hard to see on the GoPro, so I'll take a bunch of pictures on my phone for you guys.
The best thing about this trail is it's flat. The fat guy likes that.
There actually used to be a lot more petroglyphs, but there was a rock slide here which took out a lot of them. But it's still cool to see some of them on the walls. Our last stop for today is Gooseneck's Point. Day 2 at Capitol Reef National Park. We're starting off with the Chimney Rock Trail. This trail is ranked pretty high on all trails. We did a piece of it the last time we were here, but today we're gonna do the full loop. It's 3.6 miles with 590 feet of elevation gain, according to the sign. Here we go. It is 6:30 in the morning, so it's right before sunrise. So we're hoping for some pretty amazing sunrise views while we're hiking. It's a little chilly, it's 36 degrees, but it's supposed to go up to 59. I would just like to point out that collectively, Gary and I are a hot mess. I have stage 4 cancer, went through 6 rounds of chemo, and I have a bum knee. And Gary has a, I don't know, pulled hamstring. He has a massive bruise on the back of his leg, but he's powering through, so Hot Mess Express coming on through. Wow.
Okay. Michelle's very happy right now.
Check out this sunrise. Wow. we just hit 2.5 miles. I think we're getting pretty close to Chimney Rock. We did this trail clockwise so that we would see Chimney Rock last. You gotta save the best for last. Also, I feel like a broken record saying this, but start this trail early if you can. You get beautiful sunrise views, and we haven't seen anyone else on this trail the entire time, so that's pretty cool. Checking out Chimney Rock from above. Check out this view of Chimney Rock. Wow.
This is why I lose my mind. And I've lost all my hair. She's right here. And that's straight down. She just has to do this, right?
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
She's not sorry. She's full of
One last view of Chimney Rock from the top. Time to head back down and check it out from the bottom. Just to put things into perspective for you of how high we are, the parking lot is over there. Can barely see it. Just a heads up, we were looking at the elevation on the sign and it said 500 and change, but the All Trails says 793 feet, and I think that's more accurate because we did the entire loop instead of just going to Chimney Rock and back. So it's a little bit more if you do the whole loop, but honestly, I think it was worth it, especially with the sunrise views that we got. So just to show you guys, Chimney Rock is right there. When we were at the top, we took all of our pictures and videos from there, so we were pretty high up. We just wrapped up the trail. It wound up being 3.8 miles. It was pretty amazing. You get to see Chimney Rock from the bottom and from the top. The view from the top was amazing. I absolutely loved it. So we're headed over to Cohab Canyon. I think that's going to be our last hike in the park, and then we head over to Canyonlands National Park. We are heading out on the Cohab Canyon Trail. If you do the entire trail, it winds up being 3 miles with 793 feet of elevation gain. I don't think we're going to do the full trail today because it actually takes you to the Hickman Bridge area where we were yesterday. So we're going to head up to the overlooks and check it out from there. One of the perks of this trail is that it's right across the street from the Gifford house. So after this trail, Gary can get some more pie.
This is either going to go really, really good or really, really, really bad.
I think I might get too wide.
Just so you know, she's about 20 feet ahead above me.
Yeah, we're gonna come back down. It gets kind of wide.
I don't think you're getting any traction either.
No.
You know, this is going to go on Michelle's audition tape for American Ninja Warrior.
The world is my playground. It's like a warped wall. Just a heads up, you are walking in sand for a good portion of this, so I suggest wearing hiking boots. We both have hiking sneakers on, so we're gonna have to empty the sand out later. Alright, we are headed back now. We did a good portion of this trail, but we're not going to continue. Most of the views ahead of us are what we saw yesterday from the beginning of the Hickman Bridge Trail, so no need to hike any further. Plus, Gary's hamstring is really bothering him. Alright, the truth is, Gary is really afraid that the pies are gonna sell out because it's a Saturday in April. So yeah, we're hiking back now, on to get some pie. We made it back to the trailhead. Time to get some pie.
So the fat guy is all done with his pie, and that concludes our time in Capitol Reef. Thank you for tagging along. We're on our way to Canyonlands now, so it's about a 2-hour ride from here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next adventure.